Hi everybody, I'm Miss Christina and I'd like to welcome you to yet another one of Harris County Precinct One's Critter Corner Spotlights. Now in today's video, we're going to be meeting yet another one of our amazing animal ambassadors, so let's get started. Now the friend I have with me today is this lady right here. Now obviously this is a snake, but do you know what kind of snake this is? Well, hopefully you said hognose snake, okay? More specifically, this is a western hognose snake. And these snakes are native to Texas, where we live, and they're quite often found roaming around in our shortgrass prairies or in some dry, rocky regions. Now, I bet you're wondering, where do hognose snakes get their names from? Well, if you look closely at their face, you're going to notice that the tip of the snout is shoved upwards, much like that of a hog. They use this upturned nose to help them dig around and burrow, mostly looking for food. Now, what do these snakes like to eat? Well, believe it or not, this snake loves to eat toads. Toads are the main food item of hognose snakes, making up about 80% of their entire diet. Now, when they catch the toad's first line of defense is to inflate its body with air, hopefully making it hard for the snake to swallow it. But the hognose snake is well prepared for that defense. These snakes are equipped with a set of small fangs in the back of their mouths that allow the snake to puncture the toad and essentially deflate them, making it much easier for them to swallow them down. Now, the toad might also secrete some kind of poison in order to harm its predator, but the hognose snake actually does have a way to defend itself against that defense as well. It has enlarged adrenal glands that will produce enough adrenaline that will counteract the poison effects. Now, these snakes themselves are mildly venomous. This venom that they have, it actually allows them to subdue their prey, and it makes it much easier for them to swallow their food down. Now, the venom that they have is not really dangerous to us. At most, a bite from this snake could cause a mild allergic reaction, much similar to that of a wasp or a bee sting. Now, my most favorite thing to note about these snakes is their incredible bluffing techniques that they use when they're trying to defend themselves. Now, when disturbed or threatened, these snakes will portray a number of different behaviors in order to attempt to scare off or disinterest their predators. So first of all, the snake will rear back in that telltale S shape and that striking pose that most snakes will take when they are threatened. They will flatten their heads out and they will make this very loud hissing sound in order to scare off their predators. And they'll even strike at objects. But typically these strikes will be called false strikes because their mouths are usually closed when they're doing them. Now, these snakes are not known to be big biters. Even in self-defense, they do not typically bite to defend themselves. So when all of those other behaviors fail, what this snake does is she will play dead. They will turn belly up, they'll writhe around as if they're dying, and then they get incredibly still. They're gonna stick out that tongue, and they may even poop themselves or musk on themselves in order to stink and smell dead. They're so good at playing dead that you could attempt to turn one right side up, and it would just go right back to being belly up. They are not done playing dead until they feel the coast is clear and the threat has gone away. Now you may say, well, wouldn't playing dead just make it easier for whatever's chasing them to catch it? Well, the answer to that is, of course, yes. But if you're a predator chasing a seemingly healthy animal, and all of a sudden that animal keels over and dies right in front of your eyes, do you think you'd be likely to eat it? Think of it another way. If you're walking down the street enjoying a sucker, and all of a sudden you drop that sucker on the ground, are you likely to pick it back up and put it in your mouth? Well, hopefully the answer to that is absolutely no. Because once on the ground, who knows what kind of germs and gross things are all on it now, right? So the same thing can be said for the predator that's chasing this animal that is now playing dead. What if this snake was poisoned? What if that snake had some sort of disease? The predator is most likely not going to take the risk of becoming diseased or poisoned himself, and so they'll probably leave the snake alone. At least that's what the snake hopes. All right, everybody. I hope you had fun learning about our friend, the hognose snake, today. If you liked today's video, please feel free to hit that like button below, or you can subscribe to our channel in order to be notified of more of our naturalist videos. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at christina.hartman@cp1.hctx.net. Until then, see you next time.